Tipping's the most outrageous thing on the planet.
Yeah.
Someone needs to explain to me how it makes sense. Like,
We live?
we live.
We live. Welcome back to the Opinion Factory podcast, the podcast for free thinkers and challenge seekers.
Yes, sir.
I'm Khelil.
I'm Alex, and we got old friend of Paul back here. Jesse, what's going on, Jesse?
I'm good, man. I'm excited.
All right, and I just want to know, Alex, tell me why you're an asshole.
Mama, what?
Why you're an asshole?
Listen, man. 2020 has been a really challenging year. You know, it's just opened my eyes to a lot of things that don't work the way they're supposed to.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
Tipping's the most outrageous thing on the planet.
Yeah. Sounds about right.
Bro.
Yeah, I saw that coming.
Man, it's the most outrageous. Like, someone needs to explain to me how it makes sense. Like, can you do that? Like, it just doesn't make sense to me, fam.
Can I explain to you how tipping makes sense?
Yes, to make it make sense to me, bro.
Sir.
Say when you should do it.
Yeah. You know, in fact, yeah, we'll start with that. Why should you do it? And then you can make it make sense after.
No.
What you want?
You should
Oh, yeah.
not. You
See,
should
now-
not. You should
now-
not. You should not.
See, now the man stuttering because he knows.
You should not do it.
Yeah.
All right, no stutter right there. Tipping is outrageous.
Oh, so you're not so too. Oh, yeah, bet. Look at that.
Hey, I never said I wasn't.
Yeah,
I just want to know how long you've been one.
Good point. He didn't
Yeah.
say that.
There you go.
Here's the thing, man.
Go ahead.
It sucks.
It's garbage.
Why do we tip the servers, right? But not the chefs. If we're gonna tip, why not tip the people who we come for?
I want to
You know what I mean?
this by saying
No
the
preface in
viewers-
nothing. No preface in
do
nothing.
tip.
Don't what you do, man. Ain't
Nah,
no
no
preface in
cop-outs,
nothing,
bro.
bro.
I want to
Ain't no
make this
preface in
abundantly
nothing.
There's
clear
no
that I do
cop-outs,
tip,
though.
Nah, bro.
And I oftentimes tip. I'll tip even. I tipped 50% before.
You on a date with a real fine woman, huh?
Huh?
It was a real fine woman, huh?
I'm asexual, so I tipped.
Just don't lie on this part, bro. Come on, don't do
But
it.
the thing is, like, even though I have tipped before and I do tip, I don't like feeling the obligation to tip. I don't think I should have to. I actually don't think. I
Yeah,
have
the pressure is really ridiculous. Like, not only that, but some places like make it mandatory. They put it as part of your bill.
Oh, the fucking
18% gratuity.
to.
gratuity, yeah, gratuity. There's
Ridiculous.
I went
That's
to,
robbery,
I went
actually.
to, you been to Hen House?
Hen house?
Yeah.
Yes.
Chicken and waffle spot, best
Yeah.
chicken and waffle spot in the hood. Across from the street is this thing called Victoria's Diner. They put an 18% gratuity. I remember my cousins and I were eating. They were like, "Oh, food's pretty good here. It's like a little breakfast diner type joint."
Yeah.
Right.
Get the bill back, and like, "Oh, it's pretty." The prices were pretty cheap on the menu, so we're like, "Oh, bet we'll probably come back here again." 18% gratuity.
Mandatory, right?
Never been back. 3 years ago. Never been back. Never going back. 18% gratuity for what? For what? For doing your job? Like, why are we tipping people? For
It's
doing
funny
their
you asked
job?
that. So,
You know?
for those who may not know, tipping actually has a very condescending, murky, trash ass history. All right. So, back in the day, aristocrats from England used to tip their servants and the serfs and the people beneath them for doing a very good job. And Americans noticed that when they went to Europe for vacation, that tipping started in Europe, and so they brought that back to America. And for a long time, they banned it. They're like, "That's mad condescending. Don't do that. Don't throw money at people when they got a job." You know what I mean?
You go try tipping in Asia, see what happens to you.
Right. It's disrespectful.
Or anywhere else besides America.
It's disrespectful.
It's like
It doesn't really make much sense to me.
it doesn't.
And honestly,
And pretty soon, hold on, there's more to it.
Go ahead,
Pretty
go ahead,
soon,
go ahead, go ahead.
after the Civil War, after slaves were emancipated, when they would get work as the only things they could get work as, in servitude positions, like being a server, oftentimes the owner wouldn't pay them. I'm not paying no niggers, right?
Whoa.
$0 wage.
Whoa.
And so in order to make a living, the owners then said, "I'm not going to pay you, but my guests, my customers, have to give you a percentage of what they spend."
So what you're saying is the waitresses are N-words.
interesting, chump.
I'm not even going to dignify that with an answer. I'm not going to dignify
That's what it
that.
sounds like.
No, but that's where it started.
Yeah.
But we're still
In
doing
America.
It. We're still doing it though.
That's where it started. It's trash.
Mm-hmm.
And so to tip is to contribute to the legacy of slavery.
Ooh, interesting.
I mean that's
Think
all
about
cool.
that.
That's all cool.
I just don't want to do it.
Yeah, facts. It doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't make sense to
Yeah,
me.
not that aside, which is really interesting, especially when it's mandatory.
Gratuity's
What are you
nonsense.
doing that for?
But why don't you want to do it? You feel like it's
I
not
mean,
worth
I'll
it?
do it because it's the social thing to do, right? Like I'll give you like I'll round my bill up to like a nice like couple like a depending on what the bill is. You know, I'll round it up. Like if I pay like $86 for a meal, I'll round it up to like 90 or 91. You know,
Yeah,
Fair.
I legitimately
Sure.
pay between 15 and 25%.
It's not even a percentage.
But yes, it is a percentage. People talking about 15% is
No,
minimum.
but what you're talking about, like what you would do if it was up to you, it's not percentage based. You just round it up.
Well, yeah, I'm just rounding up.
Oh yeah, that's what he.
Because
Yeah.
it just makes more sense.
Right.
You know, like I don't. Riddle me this, fam. Right? You're a worker. Right? You're in the service industry.
Right.
So if I'm here, I order one steak. Right? One steak, medium rare.
It's gonna run you about $30.
Let's say we go to a high end restaurant, right?
Okay.
We go to a restaurant downtown Boston or Boylston.
Top of the hub.
Right? Yeah, $50, $60, right?
Yeah.
Cool. Now right? So now I have to tip 15% of that, $60.
15's too low.
Stay with me, right? Now, let's say I go to the same restaurant, but get 3 cheeseburgers.
Okay.
All at different times. I get 1 cheeseburger. I'm like, yo, can I get another one? So now I gotta go back there, put the order in, bring my cheeseburger back. Now I was like, yo, can I get another one? Right? Those cheeseburgers are $12 each.
Okay.
Right? So it's $36 versus $60.
All right.
All right? For the $36, the waiter or waitress
Did more work.
did more work, had several trips back and forth than the one for 60,
Right.
who just brought me one thing. But I'm expected to tip that guy for 60 more for what? Make that make sense, please. That like
So you pay them
what?
$9 and the other person gets like whatever 50%
like
of
4,
36
like
is,
4.
Right? They did more work.
They did more work. They had to go back and forth more times. Like
So it's not logical. It's not logical at all.
It's not logical at all, fam.
I don't think there's really any good rationale behind it.
But I mean, there's certain people that you do tip. You tip your barber, don't you?
My barber's, handling my professional looks. He's handling. He's responsible for.
So
a
he
lot.
deserves it.
My barber's responsible for a lot of things, right?
Barbers don't get hourly wages.
They, not only that, right. My barber's responsible for a lot of things. How I look going to work, how I look going out. How I look how increases my chances with women. All these type of things, man. My barber's responsible for that. So he's like, yo, you did a good job, bro. Hey, man, I appreciate you, fam.
So that one cut, that service that he gave you is the gift that keeps on giving.
It is, yeah. It pays me back. Whenever I go to a restaurant, yeah, cool for the meal, thanks, bro. But I'm not getting nothing back out of that.
No, not at all.
I just get one meal.
Really good point.
Right.
Would you tip a mechanic?
Nope.
Dependent.
Like if someone comes in.
If say he cut me a deal on my car, right? Or talking about car mechanic or like what type of mechanic? Like
I was thinking automobile. Something.
Yeah. Say he cut me a deal, right? Like if it was like $200 less or something.
Right.
And he did a really good job, and it's like how some mechanics you go to, and then they always find the extra problem, and then you got to pay for it too, right? Say like
Nissan 24.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
say say he did a great job. He cut me off like 200 bills, right? And then after it, like my car's running smooth for like the next 4, 5, 6 months, no problems whatsoever. And like I have a good report. Yeah, hell yeah, I'll spill my guy a little something. Like you always do a good job. There's no hassle. I know some.
And there's always those good mechanics that work in your stuff after hours. You know what I'm saying? Like they,
exactly.
like I've had that guy.
You also don't know how well it's gonna run when you're tipping.
You don't know, but that's why you have a rapport with him, just like your barber.
Yeah.
Right. You're like you go
So
back.
you're
You go
talking about
back.
the
The first time.
Yeah, I wouldn't tip a barber first. I mean, but you can see the results at the very end. It's different.
You tip a mechanic the first time.
You can't tip the mechanic first time.
I don't think you can.
You gotta test drive a little bit.
Fam. If
Maybe
bro,
for
fam,
like
you know how
100
salty you
miles.
be. If you've got, think about how tragic it is when you go to a restaurant and you get a trash ass meal because you want to try something new, right?
Yeah.
You go to your favorite Chinese restaurant, like, oh, I love General Gao's, but let me try like some Kung Pao chicken today, and you find out you hate that shit.
Yeah.
It's trash. And then you got tip on top of that. That hurts, bro.
It does hurt.
That hurts, man.
Realistically speaking, the service doesn't have anything to do with the quality.
It doesn't.
Of the food,
It doesn't.
But it
still,
just feels worse.
That hurts.
On top of
So
what you just experienced.
Imagine doing that for your car. Are you doing that for your car? Where it's like, I just tipped this guy and my shit broke down 2 days later.
Right.
Well, you make a good point. Why don't you tip for other services? Why don't I tip
The chef.
Why don't I tip the firefighter?
No, the chef. Oh.
Ooh. You know what? That's fair.
You just saved my house.
That's actually
I
fair.
can't give him a 5.
You know what? No bullshit.
I never thought about that.
You see, I feel like some tips would be too low.
Oh,
That's like kind of disrespectful.
That 5 was, I mean, very much lowballing, but I mean, what are you gonna do? Give him $100?
I mean, that would be.
Fam, if he said your house from burning,
yeah,
like,
that's
like,
like
you know
the
what I'm
least you
saying,
can do.
bro?
If you're gonna give him money, don't give him less than 100, bro.
That's like I said.
Give him 5 for saving your house. That's
he got at
disrespectful.
least like 30, fam.
30 is
At least, bro.
what is that? That's like
that's a good 2
What
meals.
if they couldn't save the place?
No tip, bro. No tip.
my tip was in the house. I'm sorry.
That's something they were trying though.
My tip was in the house. I'm so sorry.
Fact, man, I got my money stashed under my mattress,
Bit of
bro.
money I have in my pocket, I can give it for a tip.
Oh.
I need it for the bus now.
It just like
It's not right. And you know what? It's not only the customers who suffer. It's not just us.
Of course.
The servers suffer as well because of this system.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like imagine you go to work. You're a server, and first of all, in one scenario, like the first one, you have a customer. The guy's an asshole, disrespectful. Let's say you're a female. He's constantly looking at your titties, touching your thigh, whatever. You know, things to make.
Man, it's touching your thigh.
Touching your thigh. I'm pretty sure dudes do that. All right. I don't have that experience, but I'm pretty sure it happens. Flirting, giving you unwanted attention.
Sexual misconduct to full sexual harassment.
Yes, full on sexual harassment. I'm pretty sure it happens.
Okay.
But you want your tip. Customer's always right. What do? You gotta condone it.
It's the customer doing this.
This is a customer
Oh,
doing
my bad. I
this.
thought it was a server.
What? Nah. Customer's doing all this.
Yeah,
but
who said that? Customer's always right. That had to be a customer, right?
Hell no.
No, businesses
That was
say
some trash ass boss making the employees feel like trash.
Yeah, businesses say that. But especially when you're in a position where you want tips, it creates this power dynamic that as a server, you just get the bad end of the
Take it
deal.
all on the chin.
It's just horrible. And if when the customer is trash, the restaurant is getting the same amount of money regardless. He's still gonna pay $60 for the steak.
Yeah, you know, man, service jobs aren't like the ones that get tipped. They're not easy, fam. You know, like
No.
Like the waitresses and waiters, they work a lot. You know, when time's busy, they gotta memorize all the orders and all that type of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I would never be one of those people that fucking screaming lungs off because they got my order wrong.
We were raised different.
You're right.
There's a lot of entitled people out there.
What?
Yes.
So
we were raised different from those people.
Yeah,
not from me.
Like I don't.
We were raised around. No, servers do a tremendous amount of work, and the thing is,
which is great. But it's like it's not my job. My bad,
do you think it's because they get paid so little that people feel like there's an obligation?
Of course,
absolutely.
That's always the argument.
So that's why you don't pay other service jobs. You don't pay the guy that's coming to install your cable box.
You know what? Hold on, time out. Yes, that's true. That's true as well. I didn't know delivery drivers get paid less than like minimum wage or some shit.
Oh, they do?
Yeah, I found this out like last year. My boy told me like, cause I used to see like those signs like for delivery drivers, it's like get paid up to $20 per hour now hiring.
That's
so like
tips.
I like pizzas. I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah, you see what I'm saying? Like
I never tip these dudes.
Why are we tipping delivery drivers?
Delivery drivers?
Why?
Like every now and then.
It's just one of those. I mean,
it doesn't make sense.
If I got cash.
I know.
But
explain it to me.
Usually not.
Explain it to me, please.
Why?
Yeah, why?
I do it because people tell me to.
Exactly.
Don't make sense, then.
But like when I order my Uber Eats, it defaults to 15. No, I think it defaults to 20.
Alright, so you said Uber Eats.
It defaults to 20 when you're getting delivery, and when you're getting takeout, it actually defaults to 15%.
Yeah, different tax bracket, bro. Man said Uber Eats. Can't fade that. Man
I
said
get a lot of discounts.
$5 sandwich for like that equals $30.
absurd.
Nah, I can't do that.
Never tried it.
How do you feel about? Well, I know you don't like tipping, but you ever tip someone that when you get takeout?
Like if I just go to the restaurant and pick
Just
up
go
pick
pick
it
it
up?
up. Yeah.
Why would
fuck
you?
out of it.
Why
Yeah,
would you?
bro, like,
Why would you?
But here goes the
what the
fallacy
fuck?
in there.
What?
So is it tipping?
Did I do that?
Is it tipping like for me eating in the restaurant?
Well, the tipping is supposed to be a thank you for the service that the waitress provided. Or the
All right.
waiter
What if I
provided.
want to do this shit myself?
You can't.
Yeah,
They
you
have
have
to.
a specific role when you enter the store.
We don't tip Chick-fil-A waitresses,
They have those?
bro. You ever been to Chick-fil-A? You ever ate inside Chick-fil-A before?
I can't remember.
I picked up my foot at the counter and
No. If you
Oh,
eat inside
did-
Chick-fil-A, they come in, they bring you everything you want. Hey, can I get some
Did
more
they?
sauce?
I've been
Hey, yeah,
once.
we'll got you. We'll come right back to you. We'll
it's
give it to
Chick-fil-A
you.
though. They build different.
What's that mean?
They don't expect tips. It's out of the goodness of their heart. It's Chick-fil-A. Pick a different example, man.
What do you mean? Pick a different example, bro.
It's Chick-fil-A.
This is exactly what I'm talking about, though. So how come these guys can do it?
They
this
probably
way?
get paid hourly, like they should be. No matter what you order,
So you
the
know-
waitress and the waiters get paid what they should be getting
Funny
paid.
thing is, man, I'm gonna drop a little bit of knowledge. So recent, I don't know how many years ago it was, but there was this whole fight around minimum wage, right? $7.25 federal minimum wage, and these guys fought to have the minimum wage for service jobs be lowered.
Yeah, like $2.15 or something.
Claiming they'll earn more money from tips in their minimum wage than they would from the federal minimum wage.
Right.
Which is just ass backwards to customers because, like, yo, if we just pay these guys, everybody wins. But now I got to pay more money because I eat in a restaurant. That's not right with me, fam. That doesn't sit right with me, bro.
I understand that they get paid very little.
Uh-huh.
However, what they got to do is...
Like, it's not your fault.
It's not
your fault,
bro.
bro.
I still compensate
But
for
then
it
you said,
because
yo...
But why am I an asshole now if I don't tip? It's not our fault, but
everyone else said you're an asshole, though.
Yeah.
that doesn't make me one, though. You know what I mean? Like, why so much? If we all said no more tipping, pay these dudes, you don't think they'll change it?
No. What do you mean?
Maybe.
Yeah, like the restaurants.
I think a minimum wage for restaurants passed in Michigan. I'm not 100%. I think they changed it to like 15%. I think they changed it like two places, like one city in the West.
That must have been recent. I don't know.
No, it was like I think one place in Michigan, like one city or state of Michigan, and then like one city in the West or state in the West. Like, I'll put it in the show notes, fam.
Mm-hmm.
But they changed it where it's like everyone, like, all minimum wage is like $15 an hour, which is like
what is, that's fine.
Sounds great.
But someone like, no, for real, like, explain delivery tip for me.
What?
Why am I tipping delivery? I paid delivery fee, fam. Like, delivery fees.
Oh, I used to think that was the tip, actually.
Delivery fees didn't used to exist until like what, 7 years ago, 10 years ago.
I believe so.
I wasn't ordering before then.
Yeah,
Fair. The delivery fees are very recent though. Fair. They're recent. They were from the places I ordered. Delivery fees were not expected, fam. It was expected to just pay for the.
Are you talking about tip?
No,
Delivery fee.
Delivery fee. Like if you order something and it's like a $2.50 delivery fee.
I mean, it's actually like they have to have someone employed that's going to drive to you.
Yeah, but that's part of the bill.
Yeah, just have someone employed.
Yeah.
Well, there's a fee though.
What?
But why?
Wait, what are you talking about?
I'm talking about the delivery fee, fam. If I order food right now,
You said a couple years ago that wasn't there.
No, it wasn't there. 100%.
True.
Bro.
About 10 years ago, was that the recession?
I don't know.
We're coming out of the recession.
Places I used to order, fam.
No, we were in the recession. What?
From the places I used to order, like Domino's used to have that delivery fee.
I didn't know that. I thought they always had that.
I thought they was had it too, but I thought that was the tip.
No, I used. Hey.
Different thing, man.
So why do I pay the delivery fee and the tip? Because if your argument for the restaurant is I eat in the restaurant, so it's part of the experience and part
The
of the
argument
service
here
I
is
get,
that you have your food driven to you miles and miles
that's
away.
why I pay for delivery.
Yeah, but the driver doesn't get that.
The business gets that.
The business pays the driver.
Yeah, but
No, you pay the driver.
It's the same reason.
You pay the driver.
The same reason that you tip the server.
Hey, so
This don't
if
make
you
sense.
if you want to buy food, you got to buy the food and you got to pay the
Why?
person.
Why?
That's just how it is in America.
That makes no sense.
You can't just budget for food. You have to
That
budget for
makes
the
no-
people
that
that hand you the
that makes
food.
no
You have to budget for the food, the service fee, the delivery fee, and the tip.
And the tip. And the business just gets all of that.
This-
Because for a lot of places, they don't even get the whole tip. You know what? They just pull it all together. The business takes their cut, and then they share it among all the servers before they go home.
Isn't that crazy?
this just sounds like this tipping thing. Just sounds like a way for
Companies to get rich.
yeah.
That's what it is. I told you, they said, I'm not paying you niggers.
Okay.
Oh.
Back in the day. They don't say that today.
But like, if you go to a restaurant and you leave food, like if you leave your money on the table for a server, don't they get the whole thing that you leave?
No, they have to. I used to work at a restaurant.
Bucket or something like
Yeah, they carry it, and then at the end of the day, the waitress manager, I'm not sure if they have a specific name. They say, okay, guys, gather around. They form a circle, and everyone presents the tips that they got. She takes it, she counts it, takes their cut, and she distributes the rest among the people before they go home.
Is that general restaurant practice?
I don't think every restaurant does it, just mine. Well, at least mine was one of them.
Okay, so your restaurant sucks.
Oh, yeah, I did.
And I feel like there's probably more of them that are like that though.
Yeah, because it benefits the business the most.
Also, what's the rationale of putting, like, why can't you just keep it and say, like, I didn't get that much tips today? Is that wrong?
You could get fined, fired, I don't know. Can you get fined?
How the fuck are they gonna know?
Yeah,
Put it in my ass cheeks.
You can get someone might snitch. Someone might snitch, or they could be watching you all night. Like, Jesse, I know you made more than $10, bro. You had 10 different tables.
Okay. No, I mean that's possible.
Maybe you were having a bad day. You were you weren't smiling as much. That's another thing too. If you're having a bad day, you don't smile as much. You're not friendly. You're not bubbly.
Yeah, Yeah.
You don't get paid as much.
My aunt just died. Now I gotta go serve you food.
I'm working at home. I could be mad as shit about something, and I get paid the same amount.
And now I gotta put on a smile when this nigga is trying to, excuse my language, people like rubbing my shoulders and stuff, you know.
Right.
I guess people are doing that.
What's up, buddy? How you doing, man?
I didn't like that. And I could imagine that.
Now you gotta accept it and pretend like you like it.
And then and sometimes, you know, people are flirty, so you have to like pretend.
Because you know why? You wanna live. You wanna get an apartment.
Nah.
All because
want that.
So
trash.
let's delivery fees.
Not to mention if you're black.
Delivery fees. Turns out, you know, I'm just reading off lenpizza.com.
Okay.
So it's a pizza blog.
All right.
Right? Turns out that major chains began dabbing with delivery fees in select areas of the country shortly after the turn of the century.
Turn of the century.
So it's like 2000. These shits didn't used to exist before.
That was 20 years ago, though. To be fair.
Okay, and it's not exactly what you said before.
What?
You said it was. Didn't you say a few years ago?
Yeah, you said like 10.
Oh, I said like, all right, but this says select areas. So it wasn't everywhere.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, like you understand what I'm saying?
Fair enough. Took 10 years to get to us. Could happen.
Doubtful.
Could happen. Could
I
happen.
mean, and those fees like were like 50 cents, bro, and they rose way past the rate of inflation. I'm just saying, bro. They rose
It's
way
all a
past the
scam.
rate of inflation. It's 100%
It's all a
scam.
scam.
You know, it's like
They're
So
scamming
so-
us.
so
They're
what do you-
scamming
so
the
what do you do?
servers.
So what do? You just don't tip.
I still tip.
There's still people who
And
think
it
that
pays
is the
me- it
morally
pays me
right
every
thing to
time.
do,
Oh,
and
yeah,
they're
people-
holding us
people
back.
make you feel like assholes.
They're
for not
holding us
tipping.
back.
So, fam, what other job? All right, you know, hold on. Time out. What other job can you work at? Right? What other job can you work at where, like, if you just have like a lucky ass day, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're going home with $600 in your pocket.
Gambling.
I mean,
You said job.
yeah,
you know?
yeah. I said
Yeah,
job.
some people gamble for a living.
Like a poker player.
All right, come on, man.
Or just
Come on.
someone that hangs out.
There's
What
not
other-
much.
what-
That's
what
a
oth-
reach,
what-
but
what
that's it.
What other job are you doing that in, fam? What other job? Cause
You
can you
something
say-
with commission.
can
Something
you say-
like selling
can you
Christmas
say-
trees.
Stripper.
Yeah, it's commission. You're selling.
Stripper?
You're selling something. You're selling something.
What?
You said
So-
yeah.
But do you understand my point though? Like, what jobs? Like, oh yeah, yo, Chad Johnson just came to my restaurant today. Oh, I'm leaving what
Barbers.
$1,000 for the day.
Mm-hmm. If you get lucky.
What is that? Bro?
Barbers.
That is not like
Steve Harvey's barber got paid $500 for every haircut.
I mean, Steve Harvey bald.
You also
Yeah,
have-
he said that he had to put his barber on suicide watch when he decided to go bald.
Was that a joke?
Yeah, that was. I'm pretty sure the barber was upset though,
I mean,
Oh yeah, I'll be tight. You still shave around the ears though.
because he used to get haircuts like every 3-5 days.
I'm pretty sure a mustache takes a lot.
I don't think. Come on.
Steve Harvey mustache. Like, come on,
He
bro.
had to fire his barber, but he set him up before he left. That was just like his best friend for like 30 years.
I mean, like, is that really your
That doesn't even
responsibility?
count then.
Yeah, like I don't know
I'm
about
just
that.
saying what he
I don't
said,
know
man.
about- I don't know about this example, bro. That's all I'm saying. I don't know about that.
I was with you too. You said his best friend. I was like, that makes sense.
Yeah, he was barbers. You know, you bond with them.
Do you?
I think you do.
What about my guy? Smith, my guy.
He's alright, I guess.
That's my guy, man.
I never had one for more than like a couple years, but that's me.
That's my Haitian barber, man. It goes forever.
Look, here's the thing.
You can't do anything about it.
Yeah, those
Not just
service
us.
jobs. Like, what do you? Some you have really good days, and you had really bad ones.
That might be someone's example. Yeah, sure, you get
So that's
$10
even-
today,
that's
but
even
you
worse.
can make $1,000
So that's
today.
even worse, man.
I have a limit to the amount of money I can make per hour. You don't. Yeah, you
So
do.
you're saying
Yeah, you
they
do.
have
You actually
better
do.
Jobs.
But that's even worse, bro.
They have a limit.
So how are you gonna be an employee and be like, yo, today I might make 100. Tomorrow I might make.
You gotta hustle.
Tomorrow I might make.
You know what? Not everyone's built to be servers. You gotta be a hustler. You gotta get up and get it.
What does being a hustler do if your restaurant does not have anybody coming into the restaurant?
Rise and grind, boy.
You gotta find the right restaurant, man. That's part of the hustle.
Oh, come on, bro. Come on.
part of the hustle, bro.
what we're
Come on.
doing here?
You gotta
See
get
what
out
we're
there,
doing? Yo, if you're working a Tuesday night and no one comes into your damn restaurant on Tuesday nights because everyone watches football at home.
What kind of hustle was that Tuesday night?
What kind of what?
What kind of hustler was that Tuesday night?
That's a good
A
question.
smart one. I don't know. But all I'm saying is maybe not everyone's built to be servers. Maybe
No,
we
that's
should be
true.
tipping people, but we know that the people who are getting tipped, they know what they signed up for, don't they?
I mean, no, they know what they signed up for.
You said maybe we should.
But then, yo, how
But
many,
they-
how
do
many,
they have
how
a
many,
choice, though?
how many viral posts have you seen where people are like, look at this asshole. They treat tippers like trash, and they don't tip.
I've
them.
seen more of our posts about people leaving huge tips.
Yeah.
Yeah, which
Because I
is
think
true.
that's less common.
That is less common. But how many people like, oh, this person didn't tip, like was an asshole? I've seen. You haven't seen those posts either.
I've seen them. I've seen some.
I haven't. No, I
It's
haven't.
like, hey, I mean, I still tip very begrudgingly because I think it's like such a scam. You know, but it's like this. Yo, we gotta leave this in 2020, bro. Doesn't make no.
You gotta tell those uptight, moral
Everyone
people
does
that no, but some people won't let you not do it in peace.
Oh yeah. So
If they find out that you don't tip, you just
because they'll be like, you know how much she makes per hour?
Yeah.
You're an asshole.
That's not my fault.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Well, you have to tip her now.
Send a letter to Chili's CEO or Fridays. Or all right, I shouldn't have said Chili's. That's the first thing that came to my mind. In fact, no, I said Chili's. Send a letter.
That was going to disappoint us. You knew that was going to upset us, and you said it.
That's your fault. That's your fault. Chili's is not a bad place. If you're so mad about the fact that I did not tip my server, send a letter to the establishment. Have them get paid the rate that they deserve to be paid.
I mean,
Because if you're black,
Yes.
I have some data here. All right, I have some data here. Tipping reflects and amplifies racial inequality. This is according to Eater.com. Right, white servers get tipped the most. Obviously, if you're black, if you're Latin, you get tipped even less.
Oh.
If you're black, you get tipped even less than that. And
So
if you're
you're saying-
Asian, you get tipped the least.
You're saying
really?
so I should tip proportionate to the reverse of that. So I should tip
The Asians the
people
most.
The most.
I don't think that's the solution to the problem.
No, that's
but
what you're saying.
no.
I
no.
should tip- I should tip.
And did you know that black diners are less likely to tip than white diners?
That can't be real.
I'm broke. I don't got money. Can't tip.
Yeah, there's a good amount of evidence that indicates that some servers do stereotype. But yeah, it's proven that black diners tip. It could be because we're just raised different. I don't think I'm not gonna say black diners probably don't grow up going out to eat as much as white diners do.
No.
That could be part of it.
No.
Interesting.
All right, so we didn't get that
The
instilled
part
in
of
us
it-
from a young age.
No.
So we escaped that
No,
brainwashing.
No.
And now we know.
No.
It also said that black and Hispanic diners don't tip more than $3 no matter what the bill is. And that has actually led to waiters and servers discriminating against black tables. Some people say that they will not wait on black tables regardless of what the consequences are because they tip for shit.
All right. Before you go on to
Sucks to hear.
which I know you like, no. You know why these people aren't tipping?
Why?
Because the countries they come from don't do this nonsense of tipping people for doing their job.
No,
It's
not
nonsense.
black immigrants. It's black Americans.
Black people.
Latin Americans. They don't tip as much as white Americans.
Because it don't make sense. It's that simple.
It does,
Like I
It
said,
is-
we
it's
probably
only-
just escaped the brainwashing.
I think
I
we're a
mean,
lot
like-
stronger than us because it doesn't make sense, but we still do it.
It's just a lot of peer pressure, man.
It's a lot of people.
All right, you know what? We're going out tomorrow. No one's tipping.
I wish.
Would you go on a date and not tip?
Nope. I wouldn't
Different-
do that. But the
different-
thing is, I
different-
wouldn't even
different.
go out by myself and not tip. I still tip when I'm by myself.
I feel like you can't not tip by yourself.
There's been a couple times I've been on dates and I didn't tip.
Because
It was not the first date.
Was because your date was trash?
No, the server was trash.
But you said it wasn't the first date, which is an important.
It also
point,
wasn't the
because
first
he's trying to make a Good first impression, so he still looked up on the first
Yeah,
date.
I feel like when you do that,
The first date is you gotta tip.
I mean,
But from a moral perspective, do you think we're still bad to not want to tip, even though we still do it?
oh,
No.
definitely not
It's
one.
still fine,
No.
right?
No.
What the hell are you giving more money for someone doing their job?
Especially when
Like, getting back to sorry.
no, I'm saying especially when this moral question is the question of do we want to support a legacy of slavery? We know where it comes from.
Yeah.
We know why tipping is so prevalent in the country. Do we really want? Do you really want yourself
man.
as a law-abiding American upstanding citizen? Do you really want to contribute
I'm gonna use that as my excuse.
to the legacy of slavery? You don't.
If I go on a date, I can say, "Do you know where this
You can't.
I'll keep it all my money." Here I am walking away like rubbing my hands
Let's free these people.
because I saved $4.50.
You don't take any days off, do you, Mr. Fantastic?
Come on, that's not as much of a reach, man. We know where it comes from.
Realistically speaking, no, that's true. It's just,
We know where it comes from, man.
but
We tip because diners back after the Civil War did not want to pay slaves, black people, former slaves, an hourly
That's
wage.
not what we tip now, fam.
That's where it comes from,
I
and it
understand.
evolved from that.
But yes, but now you have to look at the way. I know where it comes from.
That's important.
The reason why we tip now is because everywhere you go, these motherfuckers are like, yo,
If there was no racism,
they make $2 an hour.
right?
You have to tip them because they don't get paid for like.
But if there was no racism to begin with in this country, then we probably would not have tipping.
Probably.
I mean, if there was no racism,
really
there'd be like
idealistic
no
world.
slavery and like
There you go.
and, like all that. I mean,
There you go.
Regardless of how little sense
You would rather world with no slavery. Therefore, you would rather world with no tipping. That's fair to say. They both come from racism.
You lose.
I rest my case.
There is, so regardless of how little sense it makes to me, I still do it because it is someone's livelihood, and even though it doesn't fall on me to make up, to compensate for their
Yeah.
wage,
So
I still do it.
how come when I'm doing my job, right?
You get paid an hourly wage.
No one is compensating me when I'm like struggling to get by.
Who specifically like are you giving a service to? Like people like on an individual level, like who are you giving services to?
That's not relevant. It's not relevant at all.
Because like for me, when I for work, like, if I'm doing like a research study and I'm really courteous to this patient, why can't they tip me after I'm walking there from?
That's
from
helpful.
appointment to appointment?
Nah. Thank you for saving my life. Here's some money.
Okay,
We were tipping the firefighters.
He saved my house. He saved material belongings.
He could save your life too. They save human lives as well.
They do.
Why not tip him?
You talking about a firefighter?
Why not tip him?
I mean, if he saved my belongings, I can like quantify the dollar amount. Whereas if he saved my life or like my daughter's life, it's like
So you just because it's so valuable, you just won't tip.
no, because it's priceless. So you can't I can't put a price on. Like I'm tipping 15% of zero.
Priceless doesn't mean zero. That's not what that means.
50% of infinity is what you mean.
Guess what? That's infinity.
Hey,
Now you're broke.
50% infinity, bro. Infinity. Yeah, bro.
Pull a fast one. Talking about 15% of zero is priceless.
That was good.
I think
Almost had me there.
Yeah, they save your material belongings. So what do you mean you can quantify it? Like when they save your stuff, you can count it up and
Like
see how much
when the
you
house is burned down, right? There's like, there's $2 million in damages. But they don't say that when people die. Like if he saved my life, I'll be like, yo, I love you, thank you. I'll take you out to dinner or something.
I mean, how much do you think it costs to like get a contract for assassinations? Like 10,000 per.
You're scaring me.
I would say.
But then there's a price on the life then.
To kill someone?
Yeah, probably like 10,000 for
It
men.
depends on the
It's not
assassinator.
the price of the life. It's the price of someone doing
Yeah,
the job.
exactly.
Yeah, but you're paying $10,000 to get rid of a life.
Yeah.
So it cost me this much to extinguish this life.
That's different though.
Yeah, which doesn't mean that's the value of the life.
Yeah.
That's the value that I'm putting on it.
That's
Yeah,
the value.
exactly.
Yeah,
But that doesn't mean that's what it is.
exactly.
No, but I mean,
That's just the amount that the person needs.
you're talking about emotional
for
value.
Killing that person.
You're talking about emotional value. You can put my Xbox at a value of $200, but
Way too
it
much.
means more to me than that.
Facts.
You know what I mean?
It could.
Just the dollar
So
amount
$2 million in damage for your house. I mean, you lost your entire life. You lost all your belongings, everything you work for. That's priceless. That's not $2 million. Same thing for a life.
Well, the rationality, yeah, it's just
I mean-
that amount of money that the person needs to do this job. You put that amount of money on it, but whatever the amount of money you put on that life is just the amount of person that person is willing to accept to kill the other.
And however much money I put to buy a house is just how much money the bank is willing to accept to give me
Yeah, that's how
shelter,
much they-
safety, all which is priceless.
But the house already has a value.
Right, the value that the bank is going to accept to give it to me.
No, but the house has like a listing value that they go off.
Right, and unfortunately it's illegal to put listing values on people. That's why you don't see that in public.
So then you can't quantify.
You can, it's just not legal.
How do you quantify?
I don't understand.
The same way how do you quantify safety?
How long? No.
You're what's wrong with this capitalist world, Khalil. You're what's wrong with it.
What are you talking about?
No, that's this.
I'm just
guy,
saying,
man.
if someone saves
Man,
your life, you
put
should
a
tip them.
value on
All I'm
people's
saying
life, man.
is
This
if someone
guy
saves your
is an
life,
absolute
you should tip them.
anarchist pig.
That's my point.
It's value from the materials and how long it takes to build it.
Hey,
As well
right.
as the people
If I-
that are
if
involved.
I-
More
if
than
I
no,
have my
absolutely
P- if I
not.
have
That's
my-
not all.
If I have my
all that gets
PS5
values
in there, my camera, my
that's
my
not
90
all
inch TV, like if I have like 3 couches in there,
I
a
can
bed,
then say your life
like,
has value based on how much money you make per year, or how much money in services you provide per
look at
year.
this guy,
We can
this guy.
do this.
This guy sounds awful.
Yeah, I mean,
We can make this. We can do this, bro.
I don't agree.
We can do this.
So if you make $60,000 a year, how much your life was worth?
I'm saying that's one way of looking at it.
I don't agree with that.
I don't agree with that at all. But if you want to put prices on, you want to say like because a house has like a $2 million value, it's not priceless in some regards.
Is Jeff Bezos your hero?
Different topic. Let's move on from this. All I'm saying is, if a firefighter saves your life, you should tip him.
Is that what we're doing?
No.
That was my point. That was what I was trying to get at.
I have no idea.
Because you were saying that you can't put.
From.
You saying a house has value.
He's gonna take him out to dinner or something.
Yeah, because that's an experience.
With you?
And that's priceless,
that's
right?
An experience for like, hey, you saved my life.
And that's priceless.
Where would you take him?
His favorite restaurant. And if he doesn't have one,
why are you giving him an experience of that money?
Or her favorite restaurant, yeah.
But I think that I don't know. You could take him to Chick-fil-A maybe.
What's that? I'm sorry.
Yeah. Why are you giving him an experience?
Because they did something like you can't quantify experiences.
So it's price. So what, would you describe it as priceless?
Perhaps. You
can't have experiences in your house.
I can. How do I quantify that?
So you're saying a house could be priceless?
Because
no.
Yeah.
All right. Let's move on.
I'm happy you realize it, fam. I'm happy you realize. I just want a logical argument behind why I need to tip. That is not big. Like
to make
why
restaurants richer. That's it.
That's because why am I not responsible for helping the cashier that's getting paid minimum wage at Shaw's?
I think it's an idea of altruism, maybe.
No, but not everyone can afford that though.
To afford it?
Yeah.
Well, that's true. But I have seen this before. People say, if you can't afford to tip, you shouldn't go.
What is that? What, like, yes, I have seen that. What is that, Finn?
I've seen it.
Doesn't make sense.
I got $10 for my meal, and then I was like, oh shit, I don't have the tip.
I can't pay this employee. That doesn't work for me.
I can't go. I have one $10 meal, and I need now I need to have.
We can't even pick our servers.
Facts. I didn't even think about that. You can't even pick your service, bro. You have to tip somebody.
You gotta come on. I'm
going to eat somewhere. I have to pay extra money. I can't even choose who I want to serve me. That's crazy.
Imagine like if we have celebrity servers.
Oh,
like if you could pick them, like come on, like you got, come on,
like I got Rihanna as my server.
You got what?
Rihanna's my server.
Who?
Rihanna.
No, I mean like servers who are so good at what they do. Oh. People just pick them all the time. So
I went to server school.
They could have.
I got you.
Yeah, and so they become celebrities in that area. Like if you go to Fridays, you gotta get Jonathan.
I like
Jonathan.
I like Rihanna better.
Like imagine that. Then you probably tip more.
Yeah, I'll tip Rihanna more.
I wouldn't tip her anything. She's already rich.
I mean,
do you mean someone that looks like Rihanna that's doing your serving?
No, I still wouldn't.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
I still wouldn't.
If she was my server, I'd be like, yeah.
No, not Rihanna. Someone who looks exactly like her.
Oh, not the same. That's not bringing me anywhere.
I mean, what?
You ever did that?
That's why they hired.
I don't believe you at all.
Man, one of them digits, man.
I'm not convinced at all.
You one of them dudes, huh? It's like, hey, thank you for your wonderful service. Here's my number.
I don't have the confidence to do that. First of all,
I don't believe it.
Really?
I don't believe you.
I'm pretty sure it happens. That's why a lot of servers are beautiful.
No, that's literally the reason, though.
Yeah, like the restaurant I worked at, all the servers were baddies.
Look at the Hooters model. You got big tits. Hey, come with us.
You don't even need it. Just get a push-up bra.
Wear the shirt showing your cleavage.
Come on. And a short skirt or some short shorts.
I mean, it's supposed to be like that, though.
Why? Because they know that's what.
Hooters sign, the two O's. Aren't they breasts?
The owl.
Yeah.
The owl's eyes.
Are they breasts?
They're owl's eyes because owls hoot.
I thought they were breasts. To be honest with you. Take the hell you will, man. I just thought they were breasts, dude.
What's wrong with you, man?
I've never been to Hooters before.
You're a sick guy, man.
I just assumed that it was a bosom.
So not one of you has come up with a logical solution to why I should tip.
We weren't trying to do that. That's not what this was about.
I'm asking you right now.
I think we just had to accept that we're assholes.
How? We still do it.
We still do it.
We don't want to though. And I'll be honest. Do you do it all the time and as much as you should?
I said, from a moral standpoint, does it make us bad that we still do it?
I cannot remember.
You said,
all right, that's fine. But do you always do it and as much as you should?
I cannot remember the last time I didn't.
You ever tip 10%?
Oh, tell me. There's been times where I did not tip delivery drivers.
But that was before or after you knew that the fee was not a tip.
And doing takeout.
Oh, wait. Did you know bartenders also don't get paid that much?
I mean, everyone tips bartenders. You see the shit they be doing, though?
Not all of them, though. They don't all do that.
I never used to tip my bartenders.
Really, no?
Yeah.
That's very much expected. It's another thing that was like really ingrained in me. I would just go, oh yeah.
Why do I tip bartenders for?
Why are you tipping them?
Same reason you tip anyone else. The server,
but
the delivery driver, the same rationale.
Isn't because they did their job?
They put the drinks together and put it on the table.
Yo, I'm like, yo, bartender, give me can I get a margarita, please? They made me a margarita, and I'm like, yo, here's extra money for making me a margarita.
Let's just say,
I don't get it, bro. I don't get it.
There's no justifying. It doesn't make sense.
I don't get it, bro. Like, imagine if you went to GameStop, bro, and you're like, yo, can I get the new Xbox S, please?
Yeah.
And he gave it to you. You're like, yo, here's extra money for giving me what I wanted. That's part of your job. That doesn't make sense, bro. It does not make sense. So this is why I don't get.
Abolish tipping 2020.
Providing a service that's like in their like part of their job. It's the whole job is to provide the service, and you're like, okay, they did the job, and now I have to give you more money.
Yo, if Trump said he's gonna abolish tipping, would you vote for him?
If he was gonna ban tipping?
Yeah, would you vote for him?
No.
I wouldn't do that, but
no.
that's a really good
but that's
question,
a very good
actually.
platform to run on. Actually,
make you think twice. If you like,
actually, I had to consider for a minute.
Interesting conundrum. Yeah, I don't think. Well, first off, I definitely wouldn't, but I would be excited. About that.
I wouldn't be entirely mad if you won.
I was gonna say that. I was gonna say if you did.
That would be a decent a decent silver lining.
Consolation consolation prize.
Very much to begin with, anyway.
Yeah, true.
So
But
if Trump wins and he got rid of tipping,
if you get rid of student loans, he might be talking to me. Fam,
good luck, buddy.
If he did, bro.
if he just forgave all of them,
Yeah, he might be talking to me.
there's no way the U.S. is gonna get all that money that they have in student loan debt. So they gotta do something about it.
yeah, that's
You know
true.
what they can do? They can ask for tips.
How about you tip the website that lets you pay your student loans?
I don't see why not. It's the same rationale.
Actually, you know what?
Same rationale.
Some of them do.
They make.
What?
When I was paying back my Suffolk loans, there was a 5% convenience fee
Yo,
for paying
I'm
online.
happy you brought this up.
I have that for my loans too.
What?
Fuck.
Fucking Heartland.
I paid like $500. I had to pay a $52 service fee or convenience
Dog.
fee. It's proportionate to the
I
amount
don't-
that you pay.
I don't get why when you pay your bill there's like a service fee.
What's the service? What's the difficulty? I'm giving you money. Just let me give you the money. They're like,
I remember it was like freaking paying for I saw my dad like set up his bill, and he was like going off on like why he has to freaking there's a 10% service fee for his car insurance. I got no idea like what
For insurance?
Yes, like is there a process? No, not the insurance, the car payment. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. Still trash?
Like what is the rationale about like? It's
like
on the web. It's on a website, bro. It's on a website. There's not even a person processing it, fam. It goes through a machine.
yeah.
And then maybe that person like Q sees it, maybe quality checks it, maybe.
I'm wondering what.
But like, what is the?
I couldn't tell you, bro.
You know why service fees came up? It's because we've been fucking tipping. That's why.
Oh yeah.
It's because
we accepted the scam.
It's because people been tipping, and now we have service fees. Now I pay a bill. I gotta pay extra $2 for a service fee.
And you know what? In 5 years, people are gonna, you don't pay your service fee? You don't like your convenience fee?
Exactly.
You asshole?
Yeah, but that's mandatory, isn't it?
Man, no choice. It's like gratuity. Gratuity's no choice. You have to pay it.
Oh, is that the difference between tipping and gratuity?
Yes, gratuity's mandatory.
Oh.
Gratuity,
And
it's usually like
gratuity's
18%.
part of your bill, and that shit usually starts at 18%.
I didn't know that.
Gratuity usually is 18% or higher. I have not seen a gratuity lower than 18%.
I've only got it once.
Yeah.
So,
And then you avoided that place.
yeah. It was in New York, to be fair.
So the conclusion
Right,
is
exactly.
that tipping has led to service fees. So you want to make me feel like assholes for not wanting to tip? Congratulations. Now you have to pay
You can't
more
make
for
me
your
feel like
service.
an asshole for not wanting to tip. You can make me feel like one for not tipping.
they would try.
That'll happen.
So what if I don't tip? I'm still an asshole?
I can't say. Depends who you with.
Get out of here, bro. Don't do that.
Depends on
Don't do that.
how much your friends support you in that moment. I think that I think like I tip. I'm not happy about it, and I don't think anyone should.
So if
feel
you
bad.
went out with your coworkers,
yeah.
right? Like there was 10 of y'all. You went out for like a nice happy hour. You went out for like a nice brunch,
Right.
Right.
Yeah, sounds great.
right? You went to brunch at Brasakia's. Is that the name of the restaurant?
Brassica,
Brassica,
great
right?
place.
You had
Shout
a
out.
great chicken sandwich with chicken and waffles,
Yes.
and you didn't tip. What's the outcome of that situation? From your
I didn't
coworker,
tip?
what? Yeah,
Your coworker's
your
going to
coworker,
think
what's-
you're ungrateful.
ungrateful for what, fam?
You don't appreciate the service that was rendered to you.
You think like you're saying like
Yeah, like what are your coworkers gonna do when you don't tip? Like what are they gonna do?
Who am I gonna be with? I think maybe I can speak to their hearts, and they can understand why I am doing this. I don't want to support a racist institution.
There you go. That's my boy.
You know what?
All right.
I like that. Man. Next time someone's asking why I'm not tipping, it's because it's racist.
We have to dismantle the racist systems.
What if it's like a white? Still like it's a white server though.
It was still rooted in racism.
But like it's a white server.
Yeah.
What if it's a black server then?
When my friends tip, I say, "Oh, I didn't know you like slavery."
Yo.
and then they get really uncomfortable.
That's my new go-to, to be honest.
When they're white, they're like, "Oh my god!" I turn red. I love it. I see it every time.
That's my new go-to.
And then I take their tip.
Whoa.
As reparations. All right, let us know what you guys think, man. Comment down below. Do you think tipping should be upheld or should it be abolished 2020? Let us know what you think. Thanks again to Jesse coming out. Always a good time.
We know we've been hitting y'all with some heavy topics that matter. But we still got some fun episodes coming out for y'all.
It's gonna make people angry.
Avatar episode still coming out soon, of course.
Of course.
Channel versus series.
Nickelodeon versus Cartoon Network.
Oh, yeah.
Disney all day, but
we'll
get there.
No.
You said
Not for right? But Opinion Factory Podcast, find us on Apple, Stitcher, YouTube, Spotify, wherever you listen to your podcast. Make sure you like the video if you liked it. Subscribe. And if you like this video,
share with your friends, share with your family. You know the deal.
Co-workers. Share with your service workers and your politicians of why tipping should just be abolished in 2020. Right? Opinion Factory Podcast. Thank you for listening.
We're going to see you guys next week.